Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be going over how many times you should be posting a day on Instagram in 2020. So it finally seems like we're back in the position where you can get natural organic reach right here on Instagram. The days of going viral on Instagram just naturally and organically seem to have gone, but now with the reintroduction of Reels, it seems as though we finally again have the opportunity to go super viral on Instagram. I feel like this is because they're trying to compete with TikTok, where everyone knows you can go viral almost overnight. So Instagram are trying their best to combat this by updating their algorithm and giving us the opportunity to go viral again on their platform. So if you want to know how many times you should be posting a day on Instagram, then stick around for this whole video because I'm going to be dropping some serious value on how you can make the most of these recent Instagram algorithm updates and how you can get the most likes on your post. So in order to answer this question, especially with the most recent algorithm updates, I thought the best way to do this was test it on one of my own accounts. So recently I've been growing exponentially on my TikTok account. We're talking thousands of followers a day. I've been doing this by posting as much as I possibly can. We're talking up to 10 posts a day. So currently I've been noticing that Instagram is trying their hardest to take back the market share from TikTok.
And she took it from her.
Took it right from her.
And I feel like the way they're going to do that is by giving their users the opportunity to go viral in the same way that they do on TikTok. And the way you go viral on TikTok is by posting a lot of content, by posting that content often, and by posting the content that your followers want to see. So for the past 7 days, I've been doing a test on one of my theme pages where I've been posting 10 posts a day to see what happens. Now, in the past, I've been very adamant about you shouldn't really post more than 2 or 3 times a day on Instagram because you don't want to come across as spamming. Instagram's algorithm is way more attuned to spamming because there's so many spam accounts on there and they are trying their best to make it a real natural place to be, and they don't want it to be filled with bots. So in the past they've been banning and shadow banning a lot of accounts that come across as spammy. So now I want to find out if Instagram's trying to take the reins from TikTok by letting us post a load more. A little bit of background about my account. This is an account that's based around cars. I normally post between 1 and 3 times a day, which is what I normally teach in my YouTube videos, but today we're going to try something a little bit different. So I've been testing this out on my page for 7 days now. My overall reach has increased by 26%. Now that doesn't seem like too much, but it is a lot for an account that has almost 100,000 followers. My reach has grown by 26%, my followers have also grown, but my actual overall interactions on the account have gone down, which is surprising to see. These aren't the results that I was hoping for, but let's dive a little bit deeper into the actual analytics. Okay, so the general overview, as you can see, I've had 470.4 thousand accounts that have been reached over the past week, which is an increase of 26.5%. I've had 35.2 thousand content interactions, which is actually down 37.2%, which we're going to be going over, and I have 98.2 thousand followers, which is up by 0.5. So let's jump a little bit deeper into this. Let's go on to the account reach. So here you can see the impressions, just over 1 million impressions, which is up by 5%. The account activity, 5,700 people, which is down by 1.5%. And then email tabs have actually increased, but it's only 3 because not many people send emails, they more send DMs. So what we can see from this is that my overall impressions have actually gone up, which is a good thing, but that's because I've been posting more. So the posts have been going out. I normally post between 1 and 3 a day, and now I've been posting 8 to 10 times a day. So naturally you're going to see more impressions, and an increase of 5% is actually not that high, considering I'm posting 3 times as much as I normally would. So what I'm taking from this is, although my content has been pushed out to more people, because I've been trying my hardest to post 10 times a day, the content hasn't been as high quality as I normally would be posting. So it's very clear that this just isn't resonating with my audience as much as it normally does, leading in just a slight increase. It should be around 30% more impressions, but it's actually only 5%, which is clear the content just isn't up to par. And you know what they always say, content is king. So moving on from accounts reached, we're going to go on to content interactions. And as you can see, we've had 35,000 interactions, which is down by 37%. The likes, 31,000, comments, 356, saves, shares, all important stuff. But the important number that you can see here is the down by 37%. Now, that's another clear indication that the content just hasn't been as good as it normally is, or just isn't resonating with the audience. This is again pushing further home the fact that quality over quantity, that's what's most important still on Instagram. And I would argue that almost on TikTok, it's more about quantity than it is quality, because you really never know when your posts are going to go viral. I've found that sometimes the content that I put the least effort into is the content that actually ends up going viral. So I would say the same does not apply for Instagram, and we can see clearly here that the quality over quantity is definitely how you want to treat your Instagram account. So finally, we're going to go over the follower breakdown. And as you can see, I have grown by over 500 followers, but I've had 410 unfollows. The unfollows are a lot higher than normal, and the actual overall following, which is including the unfollowing, is actually lower than normal. Normally, I have about 1,000 to 2,000 follows per week, and that's from sometimes only posting a single time per day. What I can take from this overall is that clearly me posting 10 times a day isn't resonating with new audience and isn't resonating with my old audience. Because as you can see, 400 people have unfollowed me this week. It's clear that posting that amount of times per day is coming across spammy and people don't like that, and they're more likely to unfollow you. Because of the way the timeline works, it's not like it was before. You don't see it in chronological order, so you don't see 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. Instagram shows the users the posts that it thinks those users are going to like the most. It's clear that if you're posting a lot of content, but every single one of those pictures isn't quality content, it's very clear that Instagram knows that and it's not going to push your content out. And then if your followers see content that isn't quite up to scratch, they're way more likely to unfollow you, which is something we want to avoid at all costs. So in conclusion from my little test, sadly it didn't work. I don't advise anyone to be posting 10 times a day. I hope this test has shown you how clear it is that it's quality content that's going to make you go viral and it's going to make you stand out on Instagram, and in turn get you more followers and get you more likes. So using the data that we've gathered from this test and the experience and knowledge that I've gained over the years from managing so many social media accounts, what I still suggest is you post 1 to 3 times a day on Instagram. Now, I've just recently made a video about Reels. You can watch that. I'm gonna do 2 points because I never get that right. This is a huge new feature that Instagram is pumping out. So the more Reels that you can post, the better. So with the 1 to 3 posts a day, what I suggest is you post 1 or 2 grid photos and 1 or 2 reels. The 1 to 2 posts a day doesn't include your stories. You can post up to 10 stories a day, just, going about your daily business, because this really gives people the personal touch on your account, and people love that. So your 1 to 3 posts should be posted at different times of the day. Don't post them all at once. And what I suggest is that you try and post 1 picture in the morning, 1 picture at the round lunchtime, and 1 picture in the evening. This gives your audience a time to digest the photo that you posted before, and when the next one comes, it's not going to be too instant, it's not going to come across as spammy, and it's going to be the next time that they're most likely to be on their phone, so you're going to get that engagement right away, which is what we're looking for. So I've said it a bunch of times in this video, it's very clear that quality content is king. With your 1 to 3 posts a day, carefully plan each one. Make sure that the post fits in exactly with your niche. If you want to learn more about that, you can watch this video. So hopefully this video gave you some insights on how many posts you should be posting a day. I'm sorry that the case study didn't result in me getting thousands of followers. I was really hoping that we were going to crack something here, but at least it shows me and it shows you that posting 10 times a day isn't going to benefit you in any way. So keep smashing out that quality content. If you appreciate this video and you got a little bit of value from it, please consider smashing that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If not, maybe just a cheeky little like. And if you did subscribe, I'll see you in the next video.